Trying to claw out of this 0-7 start in conference play. And very simple for Nell Fortner. Her team just struggling to get some scoring going.
There's one team you don't want to play in the ACC right now, and it's Georgia Tech. They are so close in so many games. Stringing it all together, 4 quarters in a row. That's the key tonight. Syracuse is hot right now. This is a defensive. One of the things I appreciate about both these coaches, you see old school basketball with new school.
She puts the Jackets on the board.
Answering runs. We saw that in the last couple of games. Both teams emphasize that as well. They're defensive-minded teams, and as you see the scoop and score right there.
Now, Ines Noero with the stop.
Defense, something different's going to happen for that 90 minutes.
Oh, the big run on the floor, and the lay-in falls for quick hands by freshman Kara Dunn, forces the SU turnover.
And that's where you just got to go with it. You got to say, all right, Syracuse defense.
Oh, the drive, the draw, and the dish to an open Wood. He was able to.
Let's watch this replay. Wona, what? I mean, that is just effort right there. Coach, now fun while you're out there, but just don't quit. Just relentlessly attack the rack.
Foul was on Wood, her first. Team's first. One Adanaz's first free throw attempt of the season.
Pushes up the floor like Daesh. I'm telling you, this kid is special.
Off to Hyman, in rhythm, and down the well. But not a lot you can do when Deasia Fair is getting to the paint.
Multiple effort.
It was interesting because it didn't look like Asia Strong jumped into Swartz. It looked like she stepped in front of her to box out, but
yeah,
that was the collision, and they still call it in the act.
But Swartz keeping the contact. Most players would say, like a what do you call when you put all these got all these different sleeves and things because she's always on the floor, she's always diving, she's always to run your man offenses.
Oh, Swartz turns the corner.
Effort on the offensive glass, on the defensive boards. She just, last game we didn't get to talk about have something that these kids are working.
Her first year in the Syracuse program and named Swartz off his skip, sidesteps Woolley, rolls it up and in. Cam Swartz coming off a season low in points against Duke, has 7 in the first quarter. She ties it at 13. And
slow, not just taking it to the rack. Watch the reversal. Swartz got the scoop and that.
Woolley slices in, and the scoop is good by George. Coach
Hermosa's just having a little bit of a moment. You just get into these little pockets, how you recover, helping the helper.
How about that split of the double and the lay-in? Carter with the pocket pass, Black sheer, up and good. Conference score in conference play. Once again, cuts the deficit to 2, make it 5 in a blink, and the 3-point Syracuse lead. Swartz clinging to Fair, collision, no whistle. Now a shovel down to a cutting Lewis, and she's fouled.
The interior passing of the, going right, passing left, Dr. Numbers. You cannot give them a scoop and score from your end of the floor. That assist.
Blackshear with the left hand.
Love it.
Well, some bench production here in the third, and they lead by 4.
Everybody's game. It's a low-scoring game, which both coaches are comfortable with and familiar and want to happen. Just push the easy button. They are a great defensive team.
And Swartz will play with Boston College. She's got a dozen.
I love how she leans in. I love how relentless both teams are defensively and offensively.
Right in the passing lane.
So Georgia Tech doing a great job of managing tempo.
She splits the screen and finger rolls it. And Georgia Tech leads by 2. Tony Morgan, left out. Deasia Hyman, 8 points, second most on the Orange tonight. And another.
It's an animal she identifies with. Effortless.
And so Swartz, who's Georgia Tech's best free throw shooter by average, with 3 attempts to break this tie. And a tie with Morgan for most.
So the pace right up.
Fair with the no look on the baseline, and the jumper's good. Lewis, Georgia Tech player, 5'9", but rebounding out of her area, getting up high and cleaning up miss.
Reset the clock. Control the tempo, push and pull the defense in and out in this matchup zone.
Rifle to Jackson, no. Carter fighting for it, hits the deck. Blackshear with it. And Georgia Tech with another fresh possession. Both teams getting after it on these rebounds.
Offensive tempo, offensive tempo.
Jackson, 2 more. Jackets have their from down. Backs down on Morgan. Fade away fall. Bianca Jackson has been in attack mode herself. Shot clock at 5. Has to hurry. Carter, turnaround. Oh, blast it in.
With the same energy level. Control the controllables. Get the kids out of that situation. And right now, the orange, the push.
Well, if you're Felicia Leggett-Jack, you have some people who can rip off 7 points in about 20 seconds.
Basketball, player for player, possession for possession.
He's all night. Hyman dribbles it off her foot. Loose on the floor. Morgan to the basket for 2 more. And the crowd can sense it now. Set up by the hustle of Caleb Blackshear. You know it all the time, first to the floor. You hear every coach echo that refrain, and Blackshear certainly heeded those words to get a big bucket for the Jackets.
She was one of our watch when we started this. You see Coach Jack, she's been in this situation before. She's probably single-handedly scored 9 points versus the other team's 0. The coaches have been in situations where they've seen this happen before.
Never know what this could do for the balance of Georgia Tech's schedule. Hyman said,
Georgia Tech has the momentum. She says, hey, Uncle Mo, come back over here and sit with us. 0.5 for the clock to stop. They want that clock to run.
Carter coolly out. Begin ACC play. A team that's had 3 straight years with double-digit conference wins had to wait a lot longer than Nell Fortner had hoped, but they finally etched their name into the win column in conference play. Freshman Tony Morgan.
She's special tonight for Tony Morgan.